I gotta dump this. See, it takes out all, see that stuff right there coming out? Black things and all that. Okay, this is my fourth rinse.
What are you doing to it?
Just kind of rinsing it out and making it, when it cooks, it'll cook nice. I'm taking out all the starch, I guess, and just, you can see it coming up. Just like panning for gold. Only you're panning for rice. Clean rice, see?
How many times are you going to do it?
Well, you know what? I did it 5 times, but you really don't have to because I'm making a lot of rice. You make a little rice, you'll see when the water looks kind of clearer. Look at it. See the rice? See how kind of it looks, it's not really clear, but it's clearer than it would have been. And then what I do, I eyeball it, and I look at it like that, and I take it out. And then you see here, the water brings up a lot of stuff, so you might see something in there that you don't like. Which I don't. Okay, and then make sure your fingers are clean. And this is an old style way of doing it. I don't. They say you put the water in, and you see the rice, and you see how high the water is. But maybe you might want to take a measurement there. What I did, and then my measurement is like this. Boom. And if it's even with all 1, 2, 3, 4 of my fingers, see that line in your fingers? Everybody probably has that. And I don't know why, but I go like that. And then I said, well, I think I need a little bit more water. And then I add water, a little more, because I think I need a little more.
Hello? Yeah. What? Okay.
It's about there.
Okay, I'll go right now.
Okay, this is the type of meat you use. Stir fry. Make sure your hands are clean. Don't do my face.
I'm not.
Take out all the meat. And it looks like it's a good size, but you could cut it up more to make it spread out. So I think I'm going to cut it just a little bit more. Oh, in the meantime, I think I'm going to warm up this. I'll just put it on number 4. I don't want to just warm it up and put a little bit for the meat. A little so it doesn't stick to the pan and all that. I don't know how much I put. I just look at the pan. I just kind of like that. See? You know what? I'm just kind of seeing what kind of the way the meat looks. Maybe I might. Yeah, I think I'll chop it up a little bit. See how they are? And just go ahead and maybe. Oh, you gotta have a good sharp knife, but this will work. See, that'll give it more meat. Just cut it up anyway, just as long as you cut it up. See, that's a lot of meat. See? So, oops. I think I could let that go. Some of them you could let go, or if you feel you want to cut it or take off something, you can, but this looks pretty good. You know what? I don't want to go through all that, but it's better if you cut it because they'll be long pieces. Just go through it a little bit, you know, just go through it. Maybe it won't be good like that. There we go, that's better. You just learn as you go along. if you want the meat to spread, you know, like more meat in those things. So when you, yeah, it's better to have more meat. This is a lot of meat, actually. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Shoot, I was gonna do one at a time. Okay, I think that's pretty good.
Now what are you gonna do with it?
Now what I'm gonna do is take it over to the frying pan. Let's see how we're doing here. Should have had it up a little higher, but it doesn't matter. Look at it. Spin the oil. Then I take the meat over. Put this in the sink. Don't need that right now. Then I take the meat over to the stove. And I just scoop it in there. And I can put the fire up higher now. It should be sizzling like. And then you kind of stir it around for a while. I'll put it up high now. About 8. You can't leave the meat alone because you want to do this for a while. I didn't get it hot enough, but this will work anyway. Spread it all out nice, because it'll start browning pretty soon. See, that's long, but that's okay.
Can you cut them too after?
Yeah, you can cut them. I can cut them up when they're anytime, because they shrink up too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're just going to wait for a while. I'll put it on high. Am I on the right one? Yeah. Okay. We'll just let it kind of, I'm waiting for it to kind of simmer. And then I got to get a lid. Ready? Okay, that's the size. I'll just put it aside until I'm ready for it. There.
Alright.
You can stop it for a minute. If you don't watch it, it'll burn, remember. So you lower it, look at, I'm lowering it a little bit, maybe it's number 7. And then I just start, what they call stir fry. And when I'm waiting for it to get kind of a little brown, see how it's turning brown?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take a few. I just kind of like spread it out, you know, on the frying pan, so you can kind of get even. Pretty simple. Let me see, I could actually cover it because it'll turn brown faster, but I gotta stay close because I don't want the meat to actually burn. Hey, nobody else does this. Not even a little more. See? It's getting brown. Okay, there we go. We'll let this sit for a while. I'm going to lower it because I don't need it right away. I'm going to go to the next step. I just don't want it to burn, but I want it to turn brown. So I'll just cover it. Next thing, I guess I could call it gravy.
Alright.
Sauce or whatever you want to call it. And this is the ingredients for that. So we can have juice for the rice and everything. Okay, now I need like a bowl. Let me see, I could use this bowl, I guess. Anything. You can use anything, really. Sometimes I just use a glass, a big cup. But I'm going to do this. Okay, look at, I don't know how much flour I add. I just go by eyeball, I swear. So just look at the bowl. Look what I do.
How big is this bowl about?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me any questions. And I just throw the flour in there, and I don't even measure it. Because if I measure it, I don't know if it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that flour's in there. Cornstarch. The cornstarch I mix in with the flour so to make it thick. If I just had flour in there, it'd be like watery. And then I don't know how much I use. eyeball it when I put it over there. So right now I'm just gonna put, probably too much, but that's okay. And then I just kind of mix it in there. And the next thing you add is just water. And that makes it. This is it.
When do you add the soy sauce?
I'll show you when I get over there to the frying pan. Now we're just making the gravy out of flour and cornstarch. That's all I use. Now you got to use cold water. If you don't use cold water, all this will ball up. It'll turn into a ball. So you use the cold water. I don't know how much I'm going to put in there. I'm just going to eyeball it. So you got to, and then you can play around when cooking it yourself. Okay, cold water. Only cold water. And I don't know how much, I think I'm only going to go like this for a minute. Okay. I'll stop and then I'll mix all that in. I'll probably add more water. See, if you were to put hot water in there, it would turn off hard balls. See how it's dissolving? Because I'm only using cold water. Remember not to use hot water. You just want to get it like, milky. Get all the balls out of there. Oops. I don't even use a spoon. I'm going to use something else, a whisk. See that whisk? That's there. I'm going to add more water. Okay. Because I want to make a lot. Ooh, I just want to check the meat. And then, yeah, this is better. Use a whisk. Do you see what I did? Look at it. See? It's all milky. I might have to add more water, but I could add it over there once I get it in the pan. Okay, next step. I might need that again. We'll take it over here. And I'll just leave it here for a minute. I'll check the meat. Ooh. Then I'll start mixing it again. See how it's turning brown now? Nice. Okay, we'll hang in there a minute. Okay, oh no, here's what I do. Now the soy sauce comes. So I start adding soy sauce like to the meat first, like see what I did, how I cooked it? And then I just I just kind of put it in there, get all that nice flavor with all the juice in it. Probably something.
Was that the cat?
Probably. And then I mix all that in there. Maybe I'll put it a little higher. Yeah, maybe number 4 on it. Get it to simmer. I think I could keep it for a little while. So I'm going to be using soy sauce now, just playing around with soy sauce and that's it, actually. And then at the end, you throw the greens in. Once I get everything in there. Got it? Okay, see the meat? All the juice and the soy sauce is mixing in there, making flavor, and if you want to, you can add a little more, because soy sauce, that's what makes it. And then you just pick up your bowl here, and you just dump it in there, just like that. A little bally there, but that's okay. And then you mix it in there. See it? Now we're getting the gravy, and the greens are coming up next. But see, I keep adding soy sauce because that's what makes the flavor. And then I'm going to cover it for a while. Okay, and then we cover it for a while, let it simmer. When it starts kind of simmering again, it should get a little thick, hopefully. I did right. Sometimes I mess up, and if I mess up, it still comes out good.
Okay.
You can't really mess up on that. If it doesn't come out the way I want it to, it's still going to be good. It'll just be more juicier. I like it like thick gravier. A lot of times I hit and miss. It depends on the cornstarch you put in. Okay. Maybe I use that whisk. I think that's better. mixing. You can use anything you want, a big spoon or whatever, but this is, either one of these you probably use. Have a little bowl or a little plate you keep close by. Put your tools together. Okay, I'll probably use that. Soy sauce, I'll probably use that. Okay, now look at, see it bubbling there? It's probably getting thicker now. Yeah. See, you gotta mix it in there. See, it's getting thicker? Might get too thick. I didn't put too much cornstarch. Okay, looking good. I could add water, but always add cold water. I think I am. Because I think it's coming out pretty. And you could add soy sauce anytime you want. It looks like I'm putting a lot in there, but this was only up to there. Okay, what was that coming over there for?
Water.
Oh, I didn't think this is my cup. I just washed it. Alright, I might want to put a little bit more water to make a little bit more gravy. Cold water. Make a little bit more gravy. Or sauce, or whatever you want to call it. Throw it in there. Not too much because you don't want it. You want it to be kind of, see, it's a little bit thick. Just for probably good. Okay, now we add the greens. Very simple. I usually put a bag and a half of these in for the amount I'm making. It depends on how much you want to make. You can add 1 bag, 2 bags, or make just less amount of everything. But you got the basic.
So what kind of greens are these?
Well, these are, you took a picture of them. These are French greens.
Can you use regular green beans?
No, you got to use these because if you use the other one, I don't know, these are more what? The French greens are like, yeah, these are better. Use French greens. So you just dump it in there. And then you just kind of mix it in there. You could be adding soy sauce too. See, I usually put a bag and a half so we could have a lot, you know? But you know what? I think this might be enough, 1 bag. Because it's only who? You and me.
Pretty much.
That's a lot, huh? I think that's it. That's about it. Actually, now you just add a little bit soy sauce. I don't know, add it all. Just you saw pretty much how much I put. It wasn't. This bottle was only probably up to here. Looks like I put a lot, but it was probably up to that. And I might even add more. Okay, and you mix it. See, mix it all in there. Get it in there. Okay, now you just let it sit for maybe 10 minutes. I don't know, maybe longer. We'll see. Time it if you want. Okay, I'm going to let it simmer now for a while. You think I should put another bag? Half a bag maybe?
If you want.
You like the greens?
Yeah.
Let me add a half a bag. Because I usually put 1.5 for about that amount. So I'm just adding another half a bag. I don't know what size they are, but you got the picture there. I'm so weak I can't open the paper bag. I'll just fall all over the floor. We see, I didn't really want to rip it. I wanted to just make a little small hole.
Because you only use half.
Yeah, or less. Oop, I think that's enough. Always cover it tight when you put it back in the freezer. You don't want it to open. Right now I got to get it tied, but I'm going to leave it like that for a minute. And that's it. Now we just mix it in there, let it simmer for a while at low heat. You don't want it high because, we'll see how it comes out. I might even add soy sauce. I'll keep adding soy sauce probably. There. Now we cover it. Let me see what the heat's. Okay, let's put it maybe number 4 for a while. See how that is. I just want to see it bubble when I come back. There, that's it.
Okay.
That's done until we see what it looks like. I'll bring the soy sauce over there in case I need it. Was that easy?
Mm-hmm.
It actually was. Now I'm adding soy sauce after what? About 5 minutes? Was it? Waiting? I'm just gonna add a little more. I'll just mix it better on rice. Just add it like a... The 2 eyes, the nose, and the round face. He's got a runny nose. And look, it's breathing.
Yeah, no, it looks creepy.
And you mix it in there. Okay, that's about it. You just let it probably simmer a little bit. I don't know how long we've been doing this, but it's pretty much done. It came out nice and thick. I think not as thick as I wanted. I mean, thicker than I wanted, but it's better like this. Okay, that's about it.
And how long does it stay on here for?
Now
until
we just
can
leave
eat
it here until I think we'll watch it bubble a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how long. Maybe a few. It's actually ready. So if you want to eat, the rice is wet. Look at the rice is ready. The food is ready, and you got a big meal there. How's that sound?
Let's see the rice.
Look at the rice came out nice. You see the way I did it? You saw the way I made the rice. That's for a big amount. What you could do, use your fingers for the same amount of rice you make.
Okay, so you put the rice in the plate.
Yes, and the rice came out nice, and this is Steven's bowl from his college. And then you just fish for what you want, a little meat, a little gravy, and you put it over the top there. And if you need to add a little salt or something, then you just add salt.